Okay, so these lessons are a little bit different. And so the idea behind like a lesson like this is that after every single question, like after question, like before you do question, watch question one's video, you should try to do it on your own. So we would read this, and then I want you guys to be able to like pause the video between each one and then see if you did everything correct. Okay. So whose gift is better? Okay. So every year, Tiffany and her twin brother Todd get a gift from their grandmother for their birthday. This year, Tiffany's card has a $20 bill in it and 2 Visa gift cards. Todd's card had $35 in cash and 1 Visa gift card. Would you rather receive Tiffany's gift or Todd's gift? Why? So I'd like you guys to pause the video for a second, and I would like you to try to answer this question. So if you get a little stuck, what if you knew the gift cards only had $10 on them? Whose gift would you rather have? Okay, so like I'm trying to give you like a concrete example because this is a little bit abstract. So go ahead and pause the video and see if you can get an answer. So you should be unpausing the video because you got your answer now. So if the gift cards only had $10 on them, I would rather have Todd's gift, right? So Todd's gift only if the gift cards had $10 on them. Oops. Okay, but without knowing how much is on the gift cards, it's really hard to choose like which one you would rather have, right? Because you just don't know. All right, so the next question. Tiffany complains that the gifts are not fair. Do you agree with her? Why or why not? Okay, so I do want you to pause the video, but if you guys get stuck, what if the gift cards only had $10 on them? Do you think that the gift would be unfair? Okay. So again, trying to give you guys a concrete example if you guys get stuck. So go ahead and pause the video for a second. All right, so we're back. Now, are the gifts fair or not? Well, the gift cards only had $10 on there, right? Oops. So the gift cards only had $10 on there. It would be unfair because Tiffany would get less. Okay. All right, so the next question. If Tiffany's grandmother says that the gifts are of equal value, assuming each gift card has the same amount of money on it, what must be the value of the Visa gift card, and how do you know? Okay. So if you guys get stuck as you pause the video, start by writing little expressions like equations without the equal sign for both Tiffany and Todd. And then think about, like, if I'm going to put, like, an X there, right, as a variable, what does that X represent? Okay. So take a moment, pause the video, and see what you can come up with. All right, so we're back. So Tiffany's grandmother says, so that means that Tiffany, her expression would have been 20 plus 2x. And Todd, we would have said, is 25 plus x, where x represents the value of the Visa gift card. You should always label your variables, whether it's in math or in physics, when you have a word problem like this. You should always identify what that variable represents. Okay. So step 2, this would be step 1. Step 2 would have been to set these equations equal to each other and to solve. So subtract x from both sides. So I get 20 plus x is equal to 25. Subtract both sides by 20. So I get x is equal to 5. Okay, so what is... Oh, wait. Oh, it's not 25. I made a mistake. I apologize. Should have been 35 here. I was like, what is going on? It's like, I know the gift cards were not supposed to be just that. Okay. So it should have been 35. And then 35, and then minus 20 should have given me a 15. Okay, so let's just say I got stuck, you know. There's a weird thing that that they wanted you to look at, and it reminds me of back when you guys were in elementary school and this like bar model, right? So there's a way of visually describing this. And this is called a bar model. Okay, where I have like 20, and then I have like another 20, and then I have like a 15, and then this guy represents X, and then this guy would also represent X. And so this top bar would be Tiffany, and this bottom bar would be Todd. So each gift card would be $15. In order for the gifts to be equal to each other. Okay, so question 4 says, in the following year, Tiffany gets $25 and 1 box of candy. Todd gets $20 and 5 boxes of candy. Their grandmother assures them that they spent the same amount on each gift. So what is the price of the candy? Okay, so go ahead and pause the video to see what you can come up with. It's going to follow very similar to what you did in 3. Start by writing expressions, meaning without equal signs. For Tiffany and Todd, what does the variable X represent? And then look at trying to do like what we did here for question 3. Try to do all like 3 of these steps here, right? All 3 of these steps for this question before you unpause the video to see what you got and if you got it right. So go ahead and pause the video now. All right, so we're back. So Tiffany would have been 25 plus X. And then Todd would have been 20 plus 5X, where X represents the price of 1 box of candy. So then 25 plus X is equal to 20 plus 5X. Subtract both sides by X, so I get 25 is equal to 20 plus 4X. Subtract 20 from both sides. So then I get 5 is equal to 4X. So I have 5 is equal to 4X. So divide both sides by 4, and X is equal to 5 over 4, which is 1.25. So $1.25 is the price of the box of candy. Okay, and I could have done the bar model, which is a little odd. So I'd have 20. And then I'd have 5. And then I'd have X. And so then I'd have 4 of the X's here that is equal to the 5. And that's how that would work. Okay? And the last one, a year later, Tiffany gets $15 and 2 pairs of socks. And Todd gets $10 and 2 pairs of socks. Is it possible for the grandmother to have spent the same amount of money? Okay, so go ahead and, again, start by writing expressions without equal signs for Tiffany and Todd, and then what does the variable X represent? And then again, try to do the same thing we just did in question 3 and 4 for question 5. So go ahead and pause the video for a second. See what you guys come up with. Okay, so we're back. So Tiffany would have been 15 plus 2X. Todd would have been 10 plus 2X. So 15 plus 2X is equal to 10 oops, plus 2x. And what you notice is that the variables cancel each other out, and I get 15 is equal to 10, which is not true. So the answer is no, they cannot be the same. Okay, you could have even have done the bar model, as odd as it may have been, but you would have had 15 here, 10 here, and then you would have had 2 x's, right? And so if I would have done, right, 10 like I did before, right, here is, oh, I did this wrong. Okay, so there's my x's, but then I would have been like 10, and then this would have been like 15, but there would have been like an empty spot that's there. Okay, and that is it for this lesson.